welcome to Get Up Lagos Season 2 again. Today I have on my show Olumide Glowville. I'm going to let him introduce himself and say all his certifications and anecdotes and whatever they call those things. Introduce yourself to my audience.
Okay, so what am I supposed to say? You've mentioned my name. My name is Olumide Glowville. I am a marketing and corporate comms professional. I currently work with CMAC Technologies, and by the side I also do content strategy, and I am the convener of Lagos Hangout, basically.
I've been there just once. Just once.
Yeah.
And I got to the party by 5 or so, and then there was so much booze and so much food that by 8 p.m. when the party was just starting, I had gone upstairs to sleep.
Can you imagine? That's the Lagos Hangout.
I was knocked out.
Whatever time you come, you always have fun.
I was not. Somebody came to the party by 2 a.m. and still had time to dance, drink, and eat chicken.
Of course. that's the vibe we bring at Lagos Hangout every year.
I look forward to this year's one. Maybe I'll actually attend this year's one again.
Let's see how that goes. Yes.
Alright. Olumide.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be asking you 5 questions.
Yeah.
About being in Lagos and everything that should encompass Lagos and also.
Oh yes.
How long have you been in Lagos?
Lagos. Okay. Save for the times. First 4 years of my life, I grew up in the village. My parents put me, when they gave birth to me, they were pretty young. So my mom had to take me and my dad had to take me to grandma. So I grew up with grandma for the first 4 years of my life. Apart from that, then school, university was outside Lagos, but pretty much everything else has been Lagos.
Ah, so you're a Lagos boy.
Yeah, not an indigene, but blood and flesh Lagos. Yeah.
Okay. What has been your worst experience in the city so far that you think about it and you're like, yeah, that should never happen to me?
Okay, worst experience. Worst. Okay, let me see. Bad. Worst. That's like the extreme.
Yes.
At the extreme end. I don't know. Every day is worse in Lagos. Every day is bad in Lagos. I just have to tell you. Traffic. Agbero. Tinubu. Sanwo-Olu. NEPA. Landlord. So many bad things in Lagos. If you are not in Lagos, congratulations. But if you are in Lagos, well done, man. Still trying.
You're trying.
But the worst. There are many worsts. There are many. But there is one that even till date, I still can't believe it happened to me. And I think I shared this on my timeline on Facebook one time, some years back. But till date, I still don't believe that there is jazz in Lagos. But
okay, I remember this story.
I was jazzed. Yeah. I was coming from Stadium. And I was coming to Maryland, so I joined the bus coming to Maryland, and there was this woman who sat beside me. Okay, I was already in the bus, and then the woman wanted to enter the bus, and the conductor was like, he was not going to allow the woman enter. But somehow the woman got in and she sat. I can't even remember, but it was time to pay. And the woman paid, and I paid, and the woman, I was supposed to get my change. Somehow the conductor gave me the money that the woman gave him. So he gave it to me, I put it in my wallet, and when the woman alighted before me, and when I got to my destination, I dropped, and I opened my wallet, and everything was gone. Like, everything was gone. My wallet was intact in my pocket. It was not taken away. But all the money I had in the wallet was gone. And I'm like, till date, what could have happened?
I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh.
I'm sure the woman did not target me. I was not a target. The target was probably the conductor
or whoever it is that holds on to the money.
Exactly. You get that. That's the whole vibe. And several people have come with different jazz stories that they call the jazz something that when you put the money with your money, it takes everything. I'm like, why don't you just go to the bank and just give that money to the bank and take everything in their vault away, or go to CBN, give it to the CBN governor, and just take all the money away in Nigeria. Why do you have to come to poor me? I don't have money.
Because poor people don't steal from rich people, don't you know?
So who steals
Poor
from rich
people
people?
steal from poor people. Rich people steal from rich people.
Well, I hope that woman has land in banana because if I have that kind of money, I'll be making billions every day. I'll just be going to Alaba markets. I'll be going to Computer Village where they buy stuff in hundreds of thousands.
I think rich people steal from poor people too. Everybody just steals from
Everybody
poor people.
steals, and that's why Lagos is crazy. If you're not in traffic, you are jamming jazz.
So, second, what has been your funniest experience in Lagos? You think about it and you just chuckle like, this city.
The one I just said now should be funny, right?
And that's the problem. Sometimes your worst experience becomes like the funniest one when you think of it. Like, you're like, Lagos does that to you. It gives you a worst experience that you can actually laugh about.
Come to think of it, there has got to be something funnier than this. And I don't know, I don't want to be diabolical now. It has to do with jazz again. Yes! Seriously. The funny story I want to tell you was, I was in Oshodi High School then, and it was like a culture. After school, we don't go home straight. We go to the field. There is one field. Then Oshodi High School, there was Oshodi High School, there was Oshodi Comprehensive High School, then there was Ikeja High School. You know, everybody, all the students, like 10,000s of us, will now come to that field to watch ball. You are not watching ball, you are watching fight. So if two people have been meaning themselves in school, you tell them wait till after school. So we'll go to, I've forgotten the name of that stadium. I think Jalisco Stadium or something. I'm not sure anymore. So we got there and there were two guys who were ready for a fight. And then, you know, they be making mouths. You know how Yoruba guys fight now? They make mouths. And then when it was time to fight, the first guy pulled off his shirt and threw it up. And pretty much, I didn't see it with my eyes. But the moment he threw it up, everybody just took risks. And I was running. And then when we got to where there was safety, we asked, what happened? They said the guy's shirt hung in the air. And so even the person that wanted to fight with him and everybody that came to watch, we all ran. Even the people that did not see it with their eyes, we ran. Till date, you know. I didn't see it, but I ran like a mad dog. I ran. I don't know where I stopped, but it was very, very far away from that stadium. And then that was when I started asking questions like, what happened? And then even till the next day, you know, the story was everywhere. But I think from my childhood till now, it has to be one of the funniest shit that happened to me.
Jesus!
Because I can't even tell my son that I ran away from what I just said. But I would have loved to see how the shirt hung in the air. Like, just, there is jazz. Sometimes I want to believe in this jazz, but what do I want to do with it? I'll just be a monster. But please, if you have that kind of jazz, I don't mind, just show. I want to see it. That's a crazy situation, man.
What has been your best experience in Lagos?
Okay, for me, I would say that there is a lot of experience. I was telling you off camera that we come across a lot of beautiful experiences every day, but to, you know, pick the one that comes tops could be difficult. And I also said that I've met a lot of people. You know, I've had experiences. I found jobs. I found opportunities. I found money. I found everything in Lagos. And if I'm going to say one of the best things that has happened to me as a product of being in Lagos, it will be coming together of forming a platform called Lagos Hangout. Now, why does that rank as one of the best for me? It's because growing up, there was a time in my life I used to have esteem issues. I used to struggle to talk to people, to express myself, to just mingle. And somehow, some way, social media came along, and somehow I started to express myself, and up to the point that I got some kind of following, and I used that opportunity to create an end of the year event that brings friends together from social platforms to a party once a year, and everybody make merry, they dance, they create new relationships, they create new business opportunities, music, food, laughter, joy, merriment, and we do it. So we've started since 2016. We had the 5th edition last year, and we keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. So for me, being able to come up with something like that is one of the best things that happened to me as a function of being in Lagos, and I'm grateful.
So, people that want to come to Lagos, because in as much as people like me, like the city is full, there are people who are still saying that they want to come. What would be your advice?
Oh, you know, I said it at the beginning of this that if you are not in Lagos, congratulations. So, if you are outside Lagos and you are dreaming of coming to Lagos, see all those stories that they tell you that Lagos, there is opportunity, there is this, there is that, like you can pick money off the floor, off the ground. I don't know if such tropes still exist, but trust me, it's not true. You are going to work hard for your money. The only thing Lagos offers you better than other places, most other places, is opportunity. But the opportunities are not on the floor, they are not on the ground. You have to be skillful, you have to be talented, you have to be a person's person. Like you cannot be a dullard and survive in Lagos. You have to be smart, you have to be skillful, you have to be talented. The people who are making it in Lagos now, people who can quickly get on their feet, think on their feet, move quickly. And if you're going to come to Lagos, please go for mentorship. Like go for IT first. Go and learn street OT. You get learn some street OT, so that when you come, you know, you'll not be frustrated. You not chop depression. You will choke.
I was so naive. 2 months in, I actually had a job. 2 months in, and I called my sister like, see, I want to come home. I want to come home.
How's Lagos for you?
And after I finally moved to my apartment, my parents sent my sister to come and check if I was dead yet. Because Lagos does that to you.
Lagos will test you. It will test your resolve, test you. There will be bad days, like really, really bad days, like 0.0. And there will be 100 days that you are just over the moon. But at the end of the day, you'll be better for it. So that even if you travel out, you will always survive anywhere else. If you can survive in Lagos,
you can survive in New York.
You get it.
That said, thank you very much for coming on Gail of Lagos Olumide.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, don't forget to follow our social media channels. And don't forget to follow him on his social media channels. Please say that.
Yeah. On Facebook, I'm Olumide Glowville. On Instagram, it's Olu Glowville. On Twitter, it's Glowville Tweets. And I have a YouTube channel with my lovely wife. It's the Glowvilles. So you can always check us out. And we talk pretty much about
they legends had the wedding of the year in 2019.
According to some people.
I'm serious. If you doubt me, go on Facebook and Google hashtag Wine and Wine. I promise you.
Well, that's basically, you know, what it was on Facebook that year, but we're glad 2 years down the line we're still strong.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm going to do myself.
Thank you.
Bye everybody.
You're attending your own purple and Ewedu green.
Oh, let me delete my show. Go delete my show.